Hello Internet. Today I want to talk to you about a game called Balatro, which means a jester, a joker in Latin, according to the developers. The developers of this game called Local Thunk. The game was released on February 20th of this year, 2024, and I've had a lot of fun playing the game. There are various decks. I don't have all of them unlocked, but what is the game about? Well, you have a deck of cards, and a deck of cards has some modifiers to it. You can play your hand. It can be from 1 to 5 cards, and depending on the deck type, you have various modifiers that you can see on the screen. In addition, there are various objectives that you have to complete while you play the game, and obviously while enjoying the process, you get to have fun. You can tell that there are challenges that you can beat by this little dial on the right, and depending on whether you've beaten the base difficulty or not, the challenge for a particular kind of deck is unlocked. Let's see, which one haven't I played? I have not played the Zodiac deck. Oh yes, there's one more feature of this game that is important to mention. You can see this selective checkbox or check circle, which is called seeded run. A seed is a special value that guides the game's mechanics along the path. It determines which cards are you going to get in which order, and depending on how you play your hands and how you rearrange your hands during the discards and choosing of the hands, the seed will determine what you're getting. And there are very interesting runs that you can do while you're getting that seed. So let's play the deck as a demonstration. It says you start with a Tarot Merchant modifier, which means that Tarot cards are twice as frequent, Planets cards are more frequent, and you have one more card slot in the shop. When you start the game, you go from a small blind to a big blind and then to the boss that you have to beat. Obviously, you need to score a certain amount of chips in order to defeat the boss. You can also choose to skip the round, and if you skip the round and you don't get the money, well, if you beat the round, then you get the money, and if you choose to skip the round, you get a different kind of reward depending on the seed. When the game starts, basically, here is your hand, and you get to pick and choose what you want. So in this case, I have 2 pair, and I'm going to play 5 cards with 2 pair. I'm going to score 112 points. It's about 1/3 of what I need to get in order to score. So let's see if I can get a better hand. It's not quite the straight that I want. Let's see, another 2 pair. Yes. Something important to mention. When you hover over a card, it shows you how many chips you get per card when it's scored. Aces are 11 points, face cards are 10 points, and the rest are from 2 to 9 respectively. And if you want to take a look at your deck and see what you have played, which are the grayed out cards, and what is still available and what remains in the deck, you can easily do so. You can look at some analytics, which is how many face cards, how many numbered cards and aces you have, and depending on the suit, in order to make choices about what kinds of hands are more likely and what you want to do. It seems that if I play another 2 pair, it will be enough in order to get me to 300, and there it is, the small blind is beaten. Okay, so after the first round is done, what we can do is we can select either a tarot card or a planet card or a joker card. There are various options that are opened in the shop, and the modifier for this deck, as you get more planet cards and merchants, planet cards and tarot cards in the store, and also you get an extra slot. Normally there are only 2 slots per round, and you get to make a choice of how do you want to play. So if you play 2 pairs, so the game noticed, oh, this player is preferring to use 2 pair as his hand of choice, so it's going to give you a helping card and say, okay, you're going to score more if you play that. Or if you want to get a multiplier to your score, let's help with the joker that gives you face cards. And you can also open an arcana pack to modify what you do with other types of jokers or various means. Brave Conscript, good morning. Let's open a buffoon pack for demonstration purposes. Okay, we got 2 jokers to select from. One of them is luckily foiled, and the other one has a multiplier. I will obviously pick this joker because what this does is it stimulates the economy. On top of that, foiled jokers score additional 50 chips. I can either choose to go for the power-up run and say, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save up the money, or I'm going to open an Arcana pack and power up. If you save the money, it accumulates interest. And if the interest is accumulated more and more and more, you can use that to your advantage later on. And this joker in particular is going to help with that. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to open the Arcana pack for demonstration purposes to kind of show what it does. So here's 3 choices. First, we can say pick a card and it will be wild, and then we can modify this card if we so choose. It says if you use it, this deuce will be a modified deuce, which means our deck is going to be circled around flush hands. This modifier, which is called Justice, is going to make a card a glass card, and if the card is a glass card, it will score more when the jokers that are located in here add their benefit to the overall score. This card is more of a power-up, which says, okay, I'm going to create 2 planets. One of them is helping you with a straight, another one is with a straight flush. Those are somewhat tough to get, but if you do get them, especially straight flush, it will help out. So in this case, because this particular deck is currently not built for straight flushes, I'm going to sell this card, and Saturn is used for straight. So let's see if I can do that. I'm gonna use the straight, and if I look at the run info in here, it says here is what you score. Here are the multipliers with chips and the types of hands that you can build and the multipliers that you get. And because I chose the planet that multiplies the value of the straight cards, it's going to score more than usual. I cannot buy any more jokers, so I'm going to progress to the next round. Okay. This modifier right here says initial cards and booster packs in the next shop are free. So for the demonstration purpose, I'm going to skip this blind and then battle the boss. Okay, so I need to build a straight, ideally. in order to score enough for the end of this round. 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need a 5 or a 10. So I'm going to discard these two. There it is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There it is. Level 2 straight. Let's see how much we score. 870 points. Because of the modifier, you can see that the GUI kind of indicated with a bunch of fire on the score that you've scored enough. And there it is. The first boss is beaten. And there we are in the next round. And because we picked that modifier, now all of a sudden the benefits are clearly visible. We don't have to spend money on the Celestial packs or the Arcana packs. Otherwise, it would be like 8 gold for these, 2 gold for that, and 4 gold for each one of these. This voucher right here, it says foil, holographic, and polychrome cards appear twice as often. So I'm going to pick that in order to modify what appears in the store, and then open the booster packs to see how the game progresses further. Okay, what do we got here? Glass card, removal of cards, and a steel card. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to modify this 10 to be a steel card, and what it does, as you can tell, is it says multiplier is multiplied by a time and a half while this card is in hand. So I'm gonna do that because it seems that the game is guiding me to, play with straights, or because I've selected the straight. Now it's giving me also Saturn again in order for my straights to be even more powerful. Also, the Joker that is offered in the store says that if you play a game which contains only 3 hands, you get a huge multiplier. So I'm going to, in this case, pick Mercury instead of Saturn in order to take advantage of the next offered Joker, which is half Joker. It says plus 20 multiplier if played hand contains 3 or fewer cards. So I'm gonna pick that. Pluto, which multiplies high card, and that synergizes with this particular Joker. So I'm gonna pick that in order to strengthen this and create more synergy and advance to the next round. What is this? Hand size plus 3 next round. I think I'm gonna opt out of that. Okay, so I got 2 aces and a 6. It would be a level 2 pair, which will be used by this Joker, or this Joker will activate, and also this one will activate, but this Joker could potentially break. Let's see how much I will score after this. Okay. Plenty. I am, let's see, nearly 2,800 over what's necessary. So what I'm going to do is, because this Joker, half Joker, is providing so much benefit, I'm going to sell this Joker to give me more cards and more interest, and take a look at what else I can do. This is, let's see, both of those Jokers are common. This rare Joker, it says uncommon Jokers give 1.5 multiplier, which means it's inactive, it's not worth buying. This Joker, however, the egg, it will provide an economic value, so I'm obviously going to use that. I can also strengthen and power up, which is what I will do. Let's see, we have flush, straight flush, and a full house. Those are a more difficult compositions to achieve, and I think I'm going to pick, let's see, well, it doesn't really work with this Joker, but what do I want to do in the late game? Do I want to go for flushes, or do I want to go for full houses? Let's see. I'm going to be a down-to-earth kind of guy and pick full house this time around. Let's pick the Arcana pack. Alright. I'm going to also pick High Priestess to get 2 more planet cards. Interesting. So what the game is doing is it's giving me a lot of planet cards because of this modifier, right? Tarot cards and planet cards. And it seems that right now the run is kind of middle of the road, where just about every other hand is leveled up. It will score a bit more. So let's keep going and take advantage of this Joker, which gives me more money, and this Joker, which favors smaller hands. Here's a 3 of a kind, which is made out of queens, gives me a lot of chips, and these 2 Jokers give me a lot of money, and this one gives multiplier, so that should just score more than enough. Yes. Another 3 of a kind. Let's buy and use it. Jumbo Arcana pack. There's a standard pack. Let's see what's in there. Yes, this is good. When you buy standard packs or card packs, inside of those card packs, you can get modified cards, and some of those cards can be very high value. It is important to note that just because you get a deuce, which is modified with something, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily worse than the jack, because that little deuce or a 2 or a 3 can actually be scoring more, and this jack has a lucky modifier, which if the game gives it to me and I can play it, it potentially can generate a lot of money and value. I'm gonna put in another jumbo Arcana pack, and I'm going to select the Fool, which will give me another 3 of a kind. So it looks like this Joker right here is going to be the favorite one for this run. Let's see if I can get to the end of it. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's discard these. Let's see if we can get a pair. Okay, we got 2 aces. All clubs are debuffed. Okay, so I don't want that. Discard. 3 queens. This queen is debuffed, but we have a 3 of a kind, which is level 4, and that should still bring us over the threshold. Yes, absolutely it does. More money. Death is a very strong card. It allows you to make the deck more consistent, so I'm going to get this and save it for later on. Free reroll per shop. That seems good. Let's pick that. I'm gonna open another standard pack, see if there's something cool in there. Creates a planet card if this is held in hand at the end of round, or this one gets re-triggered. Which one do I want? More chips or a re-trigger? I'm going to pick the one that has more chips in it for a little bit more power. Okay. Skip and pick a Mega Celestial pack. Interesting. I'm going to skip that. Alright. Another modifier for 3 of a kind. Very good. Straight, flush. Let's see. What do I want? Straight or a flush? None of that really works, unfortunately, with this Joker. But I'm going to pick straight. Okay, next base edition of Joker is holographic with a multiplier. I'm gonna go for money this time around. Okay, let's select a pair. Play that. There is the jack. Actually, let's see if we can discard and get another jack to get 3 of a kind. There it is. And that should absolutely bring us over. There we go. 11,000. Okay, I'm going to re-roll the shop. Okay, this joker is going to make our plays a little more consistent. Let's see if we can get 3 of a kind. There's 3 aces. And off we go. Actually, let me move just a smidge. That would probably be better. There. So that you can see the shop. More tarot cards. Okay. Let's see. Do we reroll per shop? Let's reroll and see what we get. Doesn't quite work. Let's see if we can get a modifier for... Oh, another modifier for 3 of a kind. Let's see. What about this one? High card modifier. Pretty good. Next round. All face cards are drawn face down. Is the modifier on the next boss, which is bearable. And there are the 3 queens. Off we go. So you can tell that this game is basically has a lot of possibilities in it. It's fun to tinker with different kinds of builds and get rewards. Okay. I'm gonna re-roll this. Let's see. You know, I think that I will go for doubling probabilities. I'm gonna sell this joker and buy that joker. And later on, when I see... Actually, let's see if we can do this, right? Bigger hand size. You know what? This joker seems like it's going to work very well with getting those 3 of a kinds. All right. Let's open another Celestial pack. Let's see if we can go to the moon. Pair, 2 pair, straight flush. Let's go for a pair. Jumbo Standard pack. Ah, Holographic Queen. Certainly, let's pick that. Select. Okay, We got our lucky jack. Let's see if we can discard and get 3 jacks. There it is. Okay. This is a level 3 pair with a modified 10. Do we have any other lucky cards in the deck? No, but I don't need to. I think after this play, we're pretty much in for the win. Okay. Another lucky card. Sure, let's buy that. Mega Arcana Pack. Alright, let's open that up. And I'm going to first make this 9 a lucky 9. After that, what I'm gonna do is go over to this 6 and use death to make that into a lucky 9, and then I'm going to buy this Fool, which will give me another death. And after that, what I can do is I can go to this 8 and modify this 8 to be another lucky 9. So we're gonna go for a lot of 9s. And let's pick a planet card. Mars and Jupiter. Those don't really work with this Joker, so I'm gonna sell this one and sell that one. Let's open up another. You know what? I'm going to purchase this card, which increases the rank of cards by 1. Open up another Arcana pack. Let's see. And I will boost these 2 8s to become 9s. And then if I look at my deck, it says that I only have 1 8, which means, well, the odds of getting 9s are much, much higher than otherwise would be. And let's see, I can create a glass card. So what would it be then? Let's create a glass jack, so that we can score a little bit more later on. This Neptune does not work with our build. Let's keep going. Okay. This is a face card. We can re-roll it. We can also discard this and see if we can get a 9. We did not get a 9. Discard again. Discard again. And there it is. We have 3 9s, with 2 of them being lucky, and there's this steel card, which basically should give us a huge score. 8,000. Okay. And then we can play the 3 10s. And that should give us enough. Cash out. Alright. It's important to pay attention to your jokers to make sure that you don't lose them without value. So this particular joker, Popcorn, it will disappear during the next round. So what I will do is I will sell it in order to gain value out of it right now. Let's see here. This Madness Joker. Let's see. When a blind is selected, gain half a multiplier, destroy a random Joker. I'm not going to do that. Let's see. What if I roll? Interesting. 2 in 4 chance to add a foil holographic or polychrome addition to the Joker. 50% roll. Let's see if we get lucky. Yes, we do. We get extra chips. Played diamond cards. We have a Joker pack, so let's open that and see if we can get something. Ah! Add a number of times poker hand has been played to the multiplier. That synergizes well with what we have. Let's see. Another Arcana pack. Let's do it. Let's see what we got. Another death. Excellent. So I'm going to take this and make another lucky 9. Voucher. Rerolls cost 2 less. I'm gonna save the money this time around. All diamond cards are debuffed. Our lucky 9s are hearts, so this particular blind or this particular boss is not going to make that much difference. And there are the 3 9s. Actually, now that I think about it, this Joker, oops, all 6s, benefits lucky cards quite a bit. So let's see if we get the money. No, we did not get the roll. We can roll... Let's see. I can play a high card and see if I can get money out of it. And there it is. 20 bucks has triggered. Let's see. Which is really good. Let's do these 3 jacks. We got a multiplier. And off we go. Another 3 of a kind. Excellent. Gives the total sell value of all current jokers. More money. Rerolls cost 2 less. You know, let's redeem this voucher. It could be quite good. 8. I'm not gonna get the 8 because, well, plus $3 if this card is in hand at the end of round. Actually, it could be beneficial. Let's pick it. Because I'm not gonna use it in 3 of a kinds anyway. Buffed 6. With how many 6s do I have in the deck? 3 6s. How many 7s do I have? 4 7s. And what about queens? 5 queens. I'm going to pick the queen in order to make the game, the deck more consistent. Okay. Let's re-roll for a 9. Here are the 3 aces, so let's score 3 aces, and I'm gotta make sure I only use 3 cards. 3 aces, here we go. 11,000. Okay. Now that we did this, I am sure that I will score over the limit. So let's discard. Interesting. 3 queens. Discard again. Here's a lucky 9. You know what? I'm going to play another hand to see if I can get the second lucky 9. And indeed we do. Actually, there is an interesting little bit. I can play 5 9s, which is 5 of a kind. And that scores, well. So okay, this Joker will not trigger with the 5 of a kind. But is that enough to get us the 2,000? Let's find out. It is enough. However, because this Joker hasn't given us the multiplier, the score is quite low. Venus, another 3 of a kind multiplier. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to buy this and hold it for later on. A deuce with extra 50 chips. So, yes. How many deuces do I have? 3. And how many 5s? 4. Interesting. Well, you know what? I'm gonna pick it because it's foiled. And maybe I'll get lucky with it. Who knows? Ah! A 7. Foiled. Pick that. Alright. Okay. Debuffed 9. I don't want that. We have 2 deuces. So potentially we can get the foiled deuce, right? Let's... Actually. You know what? I'm going to play the 3 9s, and yes, this is debuffed, but this joker gives us a large multiplier. And maybe it's not a problem, considering this 10 is giving us a buff. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this lucky card in order to counter that little bit of a debuff. And let's see if we can score more money. We did not. However, we did score 14,000, which is quite a lot. Discard this. Let's see. I'm going to play this hand. Actually, no, I'm going to discard it. And there it is. We got 3 deuces with a foiled one. That should bring us over the threshold. And there we go. Okay. I think this joker did quite a lot for us. It does give us 50 chips, so I don't want to sell this. Doubling probabilities is very strong. Bigger hand size is also really strong. Although it does give us less hands to play. So I'm considering switching. Okay, let's look at the run info. 3 of a kind, 13 times the multiplier. You know what? I'm going to remove the supernova and use the hanging Chad. Because if we re-trigger in the 3 of a kind, that will also potentially trigger the multiplier. Let's open a Mega Arcana pack, see if we can strengthen our hand a little more. Okay, these 2 9s can be buffed by the Empress. And now they give us multipliers, which is really good. How many 6s do I have? 3 6s. I'm going to buff that to become a... Well, actually doubles the money. Let's double the money. Why not? +1 consumable slot. Don't mind if I do. Gains +3 multiplier when any booster pack is skipped. If I had a free Joker slot, maybe. But I'm not gonna buy it. Let's re-roll. Ah, this is good. Time stream multiplier, if played poker hand, has already been played this round. This definitely beats Golden Joker. Card sharp. So I'm gonna sell this and buy that for a little bit more power. Planet X. This is quite rare. So I'm gonna buy and use that. Interesting. 2 in 4 chance to upgrade the level of the hand. I think it is time that I sell this Joker. Okay, let's look at the run info. 3 of a kind. It has a 15 multiplier. Interesting choice. Actually, I'm going to sell this Joker and put in the Space Joker. Smaller hand size, but I still keep the benefit of this multiplier, and I can upgrade the poker hand. Let's see if we get to where we gotta go. Mega Standard Pack. Let's get the Mega Standard Pack. Why not? A Steel card and a Tarot card. Very versatile. Foiled Queen. I'm gonna pick that. Oh, I can pick them both. In we go. Adds a voucher to the next shop. No need. Okay. Okay, here we go. We need to go for a 3 of a kind in order for this Joker to trigger. So let's do a discard. And get this. There's our 3 of a kind. And this is going to give us a large score. Okay, so I'm going to use this Wheel of Fortune to maybe upgrade another Joker. And no, this time around the Fate decided that we don't get the bonus. Alright, let's play 3 of a kind. Let's see what we get. And there is the multiplier. 13,000, pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go for a bit more consistency. I can get either a... How many kings do I have? Another 2 kings. So either a king or some 9s. Let's discard. We got 2 queens. Another discard. There is the triple queen. And that should trigger this Joker. And there it is. The blind is beaten. Okay. I'm getting to a point where I think my score is not gonna get me all the way to the end, but maybe. Okay, buy and use, Planet X, who knows, maybe I'll get lucky next time with it. Okay. Pluto, Venus, 3 of a kind, level 7, let's go. Another Venus? I'm your Venus, I'm your fire. Your desire. And there it is. Level 8 Venus. The game is really giving us power. So that makes me think we're in for a rough ride. Okay, 1 in 7 get drawn face down. Well, we got really unlucky here. Let's discard anyway. We really need a 3 of a kind. So let's mulligan hard for another 9. We got the triple queen. There it is. Okay, We really need another 9. So I'm going to discard these. Actually, well, I'm gonna keep the steel card because that's a multiplier, and I'm gonna discard these to really try to go for a 9 here. We got triple jacks with a lucky jack. So 2 in 4 chance to destroy the card. That's pretty rough. You know what? Desperate times, desperate measures. And the jack survived. So that multiplier on the glass jack is what got us the huge score. 176k. And we did get lucky, and the jack is still there. Alright, let's cash out. Let's see. Tarot cards appear more often. Let's buy that voucher. Why not? Why not? Okay. We can upgrade maybe another Joker. 2 in 4. Nope. Wheel of Fortune is not on our side. Let's roll Neptune. Nope. Okay. What do we got? Next, base edition Joker becomes negative. We get 1 more Joker slot. This is a really good modifier. The Wall, 140,000. We probably are going to hit the wall. We'll see. However, if we get that glass jack and get 3 of a kind, and it's going to be the not the first time we play it, maybe we have a chance. Okay, so we need a 9. Let's roll for it aggressively. There it is. Multiplier and upgraded hand. Excellent. Okay, let's discard again. A 10 or a queen would be nice. There are the 3 10s. Let's play that. Into the space we go. And there it is, negative. I mean, I could play it, and it doesn't hurt if I just have it. Alright. Okay. Let's open a standard pack. Multiplier. This 9 is really good. We could go for another Wheel of Fortune, or we could get another 9. And we could get another jack. How many 10s do I have? I got 5 10s, 5 9s. How about 5s and aces? I could increase the deck's consistency. I got 4 kings, 4 4s. Okay, what's the best choice? I think I'm gonna go for a Wheel of Fortune and roll again. Nope. I am unfortunate. Death. I'm gonna definitely buy this, and I'm gonna buy that, because this will allow me to get a 3 of a kind way more consistently during next round. Okay. Let's see if we can beat this. Perhaps this Joker is going to carry me. Okay. this deuce is pretty good, right? So technically I could do some shenanigans and upgrade this into a 3 and then death it. How many 6s do I have? And do I have any modified 6s? I don't. Okay. So, here's what works. Using this, in order to make this 2 into a 3. And this 6 into a 7. Okay, and then we put this 3 to the right of this 4, and then use death in order to do this, and then play 3 of a kind. Boom. Nice. Okay, so I want to discard aggressively for the glass jack or the 9s with the modifiers. Here's the glass jack. And this will be re-triggered. So let's see if we can get something going here. $64,000. I have lots of queens, lots of jacks. I got 2 hands to play. Let's discard more aggressively for the jack. Okay, it looks like we struck out. Unless we get the jack. We need the jack, right? To get the 3 of a kind. So let's modify this with the Empress. And we play a pair of 9s and really hope for that jack. Okay, we got the jack. So now upgrade it. And we got it. We got it. Oh, this brush +1 hand size. Let's go. Planet X. Sure, this is rare enough. Let's reward ourselves with some Celestial packs. Another Venus. Let's go. Jumbo Celestial pack. Another Venus. Let's go. No, wait, that's Uranus. Uranus. Venus. Let's go. Level 13, 3 of a kind. Alright, what's the multiplier here? Times 29. As you can see, level 4, 5 of a kind is not too far away from a level 14 3 of a kind, which just tells you the power and the transition to the next stages. Next round. Okay. Flips and shuffles Joker cards. That literally doesn't matter. Ambercorn doesn't really matter. Mega Arcana pack. You know, let's skip this blind and get the Mega Arcana pack. We deserve it. Okay. I'm going to roll on the Wheel of Fortune again and see if I get lucky. Yes! Thank you! Plus 10 multiplier on the card sharp. Okay. And we can make a card into a lucky card. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. I have 6 threes. Let's make this 3. Or, you know what? I can just double the money. I like doubling the money. Alright, let's play this. Let's discard aggressively. Discard aggressively again. This is a 3 of a kind. So we're going to activate this Joker. And now that this Joker is active, we're going to play these 3 9s, and they're all lucky. Can we get another 20 bucks? Upgrade of hand, 20 bucks, another 20 bucks, and we're on fire. Look at that. This oops all sixes is really carrying us through. We got 40 bucks out of that. Okay. Spectral pack. Let's open that because we deserve it. Okay, what do we got? Creates a tarot card when discard. Okay. Add a purple seal or add a gold seal. Do we go for gold or do we go for tarot cards? We go for tarot cards. I think it's going to be the 8, right? We got, what, 2 8s? Yeah. So if we get this 8... we're going to have it with a purple seal. Excellent. And let's open a Celestial pack. Why not? Another Venus. Level 15, 3 of a kind. Let's go. Alright, because we have a pile of gold, we can roll a little bit, right? This doesn't really work. Steel card. Hangman. Steel card could be useful. Let's roll again. Death. Absolutely. Empress also can be useful. So let's actually just keep that and go to the next round. Flips and shuffles all jokers. As I said, it doesn't really matter for our current build. Okay. Let's do 3 of a kind. Actually, before I do that, how many 9s do I have left? I got a lot of 9s. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use Death on this 3 and create another lucky 9. And I'm going to play 3 lucky 9s. And for the heck of it, I'm also gonna use steel to get the multiplier. $70,000. So the other joker has activated. We got another 3 9s. This 9 gives us 1.5 multiplier if it stays in hand. This also gives a multiplier if it stays in hand. Do we have any other... There are other lucky 9s. So what I'm going to opt out to do is I'm going to discard in order to see if I can get another lucky 9 without compromising this 3 of a kind. Right? Alright, it doesn't seem to be doing all this much. I actually will... Okay. Okay. You know what? Chai Bunny Boy, good morning. What deck did I pick? Okay. So, we do have level 4, 5 of a kind. We also have 3 of a kind. So here's the question, right? If we play 5 of a kind, the joker that gives us multipliers doesn't trigger. However, the space joker might trigger and level this up. I might lose this hand and lose the run, but you know what? For the fun of it, and for you guys, I'm gonna do it. 5 of a kind. Let's go. I totally forgot that I have 2 more hands to play. I have 2 more hands to play. And it just so happened, if this was my last hand, I would be 212 chips short. But fortunately, we are not, and we just happen to have a lucky 777. So let's go for that. And there it is. And this is a good run. So, as you can tell, there is a lot of fun to be had in Balatro, or the Jester, or the Joker. And if you want to copy this kind of a seed and play through it again, there is the seed right here. So you can copy it and play through the exact same deck, through the exact same rolls. They're going to be the exact same, but they change if you flip the cards around. There are very complicated game mechanics in the background. I hope you enjoyed this little spiel and this little demonstration of Balatro and what it does and how it plays. And if you're wondering if you should play more Balatro, and if you're wondering what kind of game you should play, then Balatro is a game for you, and it's hours of fun that you can have. It's available on Steam. Let me bring up the shop. Let's see here. Local Thunk, February 20th, 2024. My name is Rarogu, and I thank you for clicking that sub button. Let's go into the endless mode. there's also that, which basically means you can play forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.